Hello everyone, this is Stephanie. Welcome to another video. So it's time for your February 2022 dollar bead bag and dollar bead box opening. So we're going to open the bag first, then we open the box. But before we do, I just wanted to give you an update on some of the things I made. And this was so much fun for me, so simple. So we'll get to these in a second. Recently I have gotten back into knitting and crocheting, more crocheting than anything. And I keep losing my stitch markers. So I thought, how cool would it be to make my own stitch markers? So I have these really big lobster claw clasps. Now these aren't from the dollar bead box. These are from Amazon. I don't know if they have any. I'm sure they have the metal ones, but I don't know if they have the plastic ones. So I got these on Amazon and they come with a ring. And here you go. My crocheting is all done with, I use pretty large diameter needle and thick yarn, so this is perfect. Even worked on worsted weight yarn, so not a problem. So here I used my sugar skulls, because when we're done making all those earrings, all those necklaces, and whatever and rings out of sugar skulls, you can make the prettiest stitch markers. And if you have friends that knit or crochet, they'll love these. Make like 6 of them and as a gift for somebody. I just adore them. Or you can, if you're using a thinner weight yarn and a thin needle, you can make the stitch marker with just a metal lobster claw clasp. Just make sure you kind of get a biggest loop as you can up there, like that. And I love these so much that I think I'm going to make earrings out of them after I use them as stitch markers. So I'm just going to take off the lobster claw and put an ear wire on it because these are so cute. So I'm telling you, I had such a blast doing this. Again, grab some beads from your dollar bead box. Look at all these beads that we have that, maybe you're not using right now. You can always take them apart if you need them. Look at the pretty little butterfly. We have a bunch of those. And like I said, the sugar skulls, go to town with your sugar skulls to make the best stitch markers. All right, so there you go. That was my latest creation from the dollar bead box. I always use their beads for focal beads. I just don't always show you. So when you see me putting some unusual focal bead in a piece, it's usually from the dollar bead box. But look how cute these are too. These little tiny ones from, just to use when you're using a thinner yarn. And here you can even color coordinate them. I mean, that would be something I would do. All right, so I'm going to clear this off. I'll put a link down in the description box to the dollar bead box and dollar bead bag, of course, and their website. But I'll also give you a link to Amazon where I got these plastic hooks. If you can find smaller ones, I think these are about 3/4 of an inch or an inch, but I think you can find some smaller ones if you want to do a little bit smaller lobster claw. But I thought kind of a fun way of getting it. I'll just show you how they come. So here they come in a huge bag, like $6 with these, and you can get, these. You can also get a huge pack of these, probably anywhere, any bead website, Amazon, doesn't matter. All right, so I'm going to clear this off. I'm going to open the bag. Let's look at the bead bag first. So this is $8 a month. You get 4 strands of 3mm fire polish beads and 4 strands of 4mm fire polish beads. You dollar bead bag subscribers can reorder February items through March 2022 for $1 a strand. I have a coupon code BRONZE2 for $2 off your first bag or box. So don't forget to check the description box down below for that. I'll try to put it up on the screen as well. Let's take a look. So the first one we have is Jet Silver Travertine. That's a beautiful, beautiful silver bead, a jet bead with a silver travertine finish. Isn't that gorgeous? Looks kind of like a rock or a stone. Looks like a natural stone. Okay, next up is this beautiful blue iris, and look how pretty that blue is. It's so vibrant. That's gorgeous. Look at the sparkle. Beautiful check fire polish beads. And then next up is Violet Fuchsia. It's a pretty, very soft fuchsia color. Really pretty. And it's Jet Green Travertine. So this has a really nice green travertine finish on it, the jet bead. There are 50 beads per strand, so quite a few beads. All right, so far those are our 3mm is matte opaque light coral. It's very pretty. It's very, very bright in person. Looks a little bit more muted on camera. Up is Crystal Full Coat Gold, and this is a gorgeous full gold. Look at that, isn't that pretty? Look at the sparkle on that. That's gorgeous. Love that. And we have a matte light peridot vitriol, and I absolutely adore peridot now. You know me, that's my birthstone, and I've had a love-hate relationship with peridot over the years, but I'm loving it now. Look how pretty that is. It's gorgeous. I love the matte and the vitriol finish on it. Isn't that pretty? Okay, and last but not least, in the 4mm, we have matte or shiny silver satin opal. I've got a matte one. And just a very bright opal color. There are some, like you can see the sort of opally striations. It's hard for me to describe what it is in person. On camera, the lights just wash everything out, but you can see through it a bit. In other words, it's not solid. Gorgeous. And everything out of the box, so put the box aside. And here you get your little letter, so it's telling you what's in the shop. So we've got Tiara Cast Celestial Drops. Oh, I'd like to look at those. Crystal Rondelles and Hearts, Pewter Drops and Findings, Tassels, Check Glass Focal Beads. Here's all their social media. Here's our list. Let's go through them one by one. So Logan, I'm going to put the other additional items aside, and we'll go through the strands first. And I love, love, love this color story. I'm sort of feeling the hematite vibe here. And the spring vibe, so really nice. 6mm check glass fire polish, Jet Half Vintage Bronze, just a beautiful fire polish bead. And then we have a 6mm check glass Druck in violet opal. I don't know, if I'm not mistaken, we might have this in an 8mm, not sure, or a 4mm. Just looks familiar. Love that. 32 pieces, you get 25 in this one. 3x10mm check glass dagger, and you get 38 pieces, and I love the hematite. Looks like real hematite. It's check glass, but it just looks like the stone, doesn't it? Or the mineral, whatever it is. Gorgeous. Love that. Get it organized here a little. And then we have a 4mm check glass bicone, alabaster, purple, violet, 25 pieces. And I love this little 4mm bicone. We don't get, it's not faceted, so we don't often get the 4mm size. We get the much bigger size, and this is a little 4mm. I will definitely be using that. That is beautiful. Love the color. And then we have a 3mm check glass pearl, and this is an olive, 40 pieces. I think we have more of these from a different box in either this size or a little bit bigger. I love it. People often ask me when you get doubles over time. They ask me about that, and I always say that is the best thing when you get doubles, even triples of things. Because let's say I want to go back and let's say I want to make a necklace, and I need 100 of these. If I have, enough strands of these, I have 3 strands of these, I just go look back in my boxes. And what I do, actually I don't look back in my boxes. What I do is I separate everything by color, not by bead size or bead shape. I have a blue box, a purple box, a green box, a red box, a pink box, a clear box. I have a pearl box. So if I need, let's say I want to make something, I want to use like 100 of my 3mm green pearls, I just go to my green box and I'll find them there. And if I have a duplicate, I'm really happy. So good to get duplicates in the fire polish and in these if possible. And then we have a 6mm check glass pearl in pastel mink, 20 pieces. Gorgeous, and it's a nice check glass pearl. Pretty good quality. Not bad. I like that sort of satiny finish on it. Kind of a spring color to add in. And then we have 14mm check glass button bead, Chet Hematite, 8 pieces. That's really pretty. It's got a nice etching on it. You can see that? Really pretty. I love the hematite theme going on here. I haven't used hematite in a while, so I love, love, love that we have it here. I put it all with some silver, either nickel silver, regular silver, or pewter, and it's just so pretty. Makes such a pretty necklace bracelet. So let's go to the additional items. So first we're going to start with a 9x9mm check glass lily, violet copper wash, opaque coral or crystal. You get 6 pieces. So here's this pretty little lily. Isn't that pretty? I would just make a pair of earrings out of this. 1, 2, 3. Put a little 11/0 or a little round silver bead here. Put the ear wire up here, and that little round bead looks like part of the, part of the flower. So pretty. Up we have this 8x10mm black obsidian faceted rondelle, 2 pieces, and this is gorgeous. Look at that rondelle, and it's got a little it's like concave. See how it dips? I love that. That's beautiful. That's just gorgeous for part of a necklace. Just need 2 of them. And look how gorgeous that is. And I'm loving it with this sort of the hematite. So the black and the hematite is looking really beautiful together. Okay, next up is a 4x8mm tiara cast Oasis rondelle, antique silver plate, 2 pieces. Isn't that gorgeous? That is stunning. Look at that piece. Look how gorgeously finished that is on both sides. And it's a rondelle, so you can use it this way as a spacer bead. Whoops. And can we consider putting it here? Maybe. But just look how pretty that is. Or you can use it for bead embroidery and tack it right down. Put a little black bead here, a little round bead, and part of your bead embroidery. I love beads like this. So beautiful. Okay, next up is the 16mm check glass faceted bicone, violet satin. You get 1 piece. And that is a big baby. I think we have another one of these. And I was going to say, make a stitch marker. And you certainly could. But then I was looking up at the rest of the beads. And how pretty would that be to incorporate these 3 beads together in something, in a necklace. And then you can do a little tassel on the bottom here. So maybe that would be a better idea rather than a stitch marker. But, you could use it for a stitch marker as well. That's really pretty. Look at the nice finish on that. Okay, next up we have this tabular square, and this is a check glass tabular square 10mm, 6 pieces in jet. Again, I'm loving this really gorgeous combination here, the hematite and the jet. I'd throw this purple in with it, just so pretty, and lots of silver, as my contrasting color. It's a nice bead. It's got 1 hole. Beautiful. Okay, next up we have a 9mm check glass flower in tanzanite, and you get 8 pieces, and this is so pretty. The hole, where's the hole? Hole is, where's your hole? Is it in the middle? Oh yes, it's right in the middle. Okay, so you're gonna, it's again this way. So you can use it as a rondelle. Ah, cool. That's really pretty. Again, I see it with this guy, possibly the black, or throw in the green. Very pretty. So pretty. Okay, let's move on. Okay, next up we have a 14mm check glass Star of Ishtar, white alabaster silver, rose gold wash. That's a gorgeous rose gold wash on there. Look at that beautiful bead. That's what I just love about the dollar bead box. I just love the different focal beads. You can actually use this just right as a necklace, just like that. Put a silver or put a rose gold bead in between, and you can put a drop here. I see something coming up that we could put right there, or look back in your dollar bead boxes and find they have so many of the beautiful crystal drops or check glass drops. That's gorgeous. Look at the etching on that. That's so pretty. Okay, next we have the 17mm check glass dragonfly, pink opal travertine, aqua wash, 1 piece. It's pretty pink. Beautiful. You could probably add that to this necklace. Put some pink beads or rose gold around it. That'd be really pretty. Let me see if I can pull out a teeny bit. There we go. So love our dragonflies. And, you know, you can use that dragonfly. Did I use one on the stitch markers? Whoops, no, I didn't, but we have lots of them, so you can make a stitch marker. Okay, next up is this 8mm check glass double pyramid. Now it's hard to see it because it's this, you know, it's transparent, but it has that marble effect look, and it is a double pyramid. If you can see it, I don't know if you can see that. Really pretty. Again, another great focal bead or a bead to add to a chain, add to a necklace. I think it would be absolutely beautiful to pop this in your hematite jet combination, whatever you make with that necklace. Okay, we have a pewter Celtic cross, and it's an 18mm, finished on both sides. Beautiful. I love it with I see a really beautiful hematite jet necklace with lots of silver to, you know, make the dark pop, and then this somewhere along in the mix, you know, as a focal piece on and you can actually put some, you can probably put something here. I mean, you could really play with this, right? But wouldn't that be gorgeous? I love that whole bit right there. Really pretty. Okay, next up is this 8mm pewter flower, antique silver plated, 3 pieces, and this hole goes this way. Really pretty, finished on both sides. Again, incorporated into your black and your hematite or anywhere. So cute. Love them. Okay, last but not least, we have 9x12mm vintage check glass pinched rectangle, white opal, smoky topaz, and it's again, another marbly looking bead, right? And it's just all pinched in. Looks like something you'd see like a glass blower, right? When you go to a studio where they blow glass and they just do all these interesting shapes. Again, you know, maybe not want 50 of them, but having 3 or 4 of them for a pair of earrings, or to incorporate in a necklace, is perfect. Love it. All right, so there you go. Here's our dollar bead box for February 2022. Here's the bead bag over here. Just really beautiful. Let me pull out a little bit. There we go. There are a lot of beads in this, and just really, really love the color story. Very pretty, very unique beads. I just love them. They inspire me. They always inspire me. All right, so don't forget to look in the description box below for a link to the dollar bead box. I'll put a link to my dollar bead box playlist where I have lots of videos where I've made things out of previous dollar bead boxes. Bronze 2, $2 off your first bag or box or anything on their website if you're a member. I want to thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.